I want you to close your eyes and imagine walking past a bakery. What do you see? But more importantly, what do you smell? Chances are you have a distinct aroma in your mind already, which is the smell of bread. But why is that? Why is the bread aroma so unique and unmistakable? And why is it so amazing? That's what we're here to find out in this week's video, where we talk about what bread is, why it smells like bread, and why we love it so much. Hello and welcome back to the channel AYOSFRAGRANCE. I am Ayomide. Here we talk all things fragrance and perfumery, and we release a new video every Saturday. So click that subscribe button, click that like button, and let's enjoy the video together. Bread is one of the oldest foods invented. It was discovered over 12,000 years ago, which is even before agriculture was fully established. And rumor has it that it was discovered by leaving out dough accidentally, and then it got fermented by wild flour. Now, the Egyptians were one of the first people to discover fermented bread, which is leavened bread, and they used it to pay their workers, slaves, for their services, and it was usually paired with beer. It can also be made from a variety of ingredients like corn, barley, and even rice. Imagine that. Now, why does bread smell like bread? There are two main reasons, or rather, two main processes that lead to that distinct aroma that we all love, unless you are weird and you don't like bread. The first process is the fermentation, which occurs before the baking of the bread, and the second process is the Maillard, I don't know. The second process is the Maillard reaction that occurs during the baking. When yeast ferments the sugars in a bread, carbon dioxide and ethanol are some of the chemical compounds created. The carbon dioxide is what makes your bread to rise. Among the compounds created during fermentation are lactic acids and acetic acids, as well as esters. Now, a combination of those compounds are what creates the yeasty, tangy aroma in bread. We're halfway through the video, and I just want to tell you to please subscribe and like the video, and let's get back to the video. And then we move on to the Maillard reaction, which is a kind of browning process that the sugars and the proteins in bread during baking undergo at high temperatures. Now, this process gives rise to dozens and even hundreds of chemical compounds, and some of these compounds are responsible for the aroma we notice in bread. For example, furans have sweet caramel-like notes. Pyrazines have toasty, nutty smells, and aldehydes and ketones have these buttery, malty aromas. All these compounds come together to create that warm bread aroma, which is a warm, slightly sweet, toasty smell with hints of yeast and caramel. Now, different types of bread smell differently because they use different ingredients like milk, like butter, like whole grains, and then also different baking methods. But the distinct aroma that this is bread and it is recognizable anywhere is always there. The main aroma compound that gives bread its distinct aroma is called 2-acetyl-1-pyrroline, and it is also found in popcorn and cooked rice. So the next time you walk past a bakery and you get a whiff of that distinct bread smell, know that you are inhaling a plethora of various aroma compounds, as well as dozens, even hundreds of aroma molecules. Now, there are some perfumes that are made to mimic the smell of bread. For example, Nanatopia by Born to Stand Out, Seriri by Profumi di Polignano, Dolce Treviso by Aka Kappa, Grano by Gigide, Fior di Pain by Profumi di Firenze, and Saint Honor by Nicolai Parfumer Creator. Those words are so hard to pronounce. There you have it, folks, the smell of bread and the interesting science behind it. Did you learn anything new in this video? Do you like bread? If you don't like bread, let me know in the comments so we can probably pray for you or something. Unless you're allergic, then it's understandable. But did you enjoy the video? What would you like to add or take away or correct, or just let me know in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe, and see you next week for the next video. Remember, I am Almide of AYOSFRAGRANCE. Here we talk all things fragrance and perfumery. Here we release a new video every Saturday. That's it. Yes, because I'm talking about bread. I'm so toasty. Get out. Get out. My phone! Please subscribe so that wouldn't be in vain. And I'll see you in the next video.